underline the comma here, underline the comma here. When do we use two commas? After the subject, we want to use a clause or a phrase. Usually a clause, we use a commas. That means this is, and underline the word which also. It's a relative pronoun. What are the relative pronouns? Which, that, and also who, all these. And which was prepared by the committee members and their advisors. Tell me, is this a main clause or subordinate clause? Please write subordinate clause or dependent clause. You should write one day because we are dealing with prelims papers. Prelims papers, not a big deal. We give so much, I do so much value addition. With that, when you take the actual exam, they're damn easy for you, prelims. I can give in writing. Usually students tell, sir, our standards, prelims papers, our papers are very high, of a high standards. Actual exam, damn easy. But you guys will face a problem. Where do you face a problem? Mains. Mains, you're going to have a problem. From now on, you have to standards and go to reach a different level altogether. For that, all these things are required. Now answer my question, what is the main clause? The report contains significant discrepancies. That is the main clause. That need immediate rectification. Subordinate clause. Please write dependent clause. And write the report contains significant discrepancies. Main clause. In this sentence, what is the structure of this sentence? Main clause and two subordinate clauses. And this pattern is called, I always tell students, please make a note, split type. If you read the newspapers, quite often the journalists use this pattern. What is this pattern? They split the main clause and insert the dependent clause. A typical example, the Prime Minister who has been elected recently will visit the city tomorrow. So what is the main clause here? The Prime Minister will visit the city tomorrow. Now, subject is a report, sentence is in present tense affirmative. Tell me what is wrong with this sentence. Contain or contains? 1 second. You need 1 second. The report contains significant discrepancies. How many of you have got this one right? Raise your hands. This is not acceptable, and I don't understand. Have you guys learned grammar? Please respond. How many of you have learned entire grammar? Raise your hands. మీరు కూడా పొద్దున్న స్టూడెంట్ అని బిహేవ్ చేస్తున్నారు. మీలో ఎంతమంది గ్రామర్ ఈ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో నౌన్స్ తోటి స్టార్ట్ చేసి కాంకర్డ్ తోటి ఆపేరు? ఎంతమంది నేర్చుకున్నారు? రేజ్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్, చేతులు ఎత్తండి దయచేసి. మీరు కూడా అదే ట్రాక్లో ఉన్నారండి. ఇంగ్లీష్లో అడిగితే మీరు రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వలేదు, తెలుగులో అడిగితే రెస్పాండ్ అవుతున్నారు. అప్పుడు ఇది ఈజీయా డిఫికల్టా? ఇక్కడ ఎలా తయారైందంటే ఒక్కొక్క ఫ్యాకల్టీ మెంబర్కి ఒక్కొక్క స్టైల్ ఉంటుందన్నమాట. వన్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ మెంబర్ సేస్ అవునా కాదా, అనదర్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ మెంబర్ సేస్ మాట్లాడరు మీరు, దిస్ మాస్టర్ సేస్ ఎస్ ఆర్ నో. ఇవన్నీ స్టాండర్డ్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ అయిపోయాయి అన్నమాట. టీచింగ్ తక్కువ, ఇవి ఎక్కువ అయిపోతున్నాయి. యాక్చువల్లీ ఏది ఎక్కువ ఉండాలి? ఎందుకైనా అలా జరుగుతోంది? మనం ఎలాగుంటున్నాం ఇక్కడ? I don't have to say. Anyhow, this is an easy one or a tough one? Damn easy, and damn easy. The report, don't look at me like that. Easy because you have already learned. The report contains, perhaps you are not able to read the way you are supposed to read, but make a note. Excuse me. Question number 4 also, please make a note, subject verb agreement. What is it about? Subject verb agreement. Next one. This is a bit challenging, not easy. It goes with common errors. All if you write one expression. Dangling modifiers. This goes with advanced grammar. higher level. Even Britishers, Americans, they have to learn this. What is this? What are these dangling modifiers? Dangle means something like hang. Modifier, something that changes. So people make a mistake. In fact, books have been written based on dangling modifiers. Let us go to the sentence, then I will explain. First, all of you underline, exhausted after a long day. Who got exhausted? Tell me. Based on this, read the sentence. There is a clue for you. What is the clue? Underline the word his, also him. So who got exhausted here? Someone, he got exhausted. That is the idea. But if you present the sentence this way, this is called dangling modifier. If you present this way, exhausted after a long day, the paperwork on his desk seemed impossible. Here it looks like the paperwork got exhausted. Is it possible? Who got exhausted? Someone got exhausted. Then you cannot present this way. Please add exhausted after a long day. He found. Please write. He found the paperwork on his desk seemed impossible for him. You have to change here. He found the paperwork on his desk impossible. Strike off for him also. Entire sentence you have to touch. Or I will use another expression. Exhausted after a long day, there is no other way. I think only verb you have to use, he found. Please write, he found. Then when you start with exhausted after a long day, he found the paperwork difficult. I will simplify. When I write that way, is it clear or not clear? Who got exhausted? He got exhausted. So there is an error here. What does the key say? In my opinion, both the parts to be changed. Which one it says? But both B and C have to be changed completely. You cannot stop. If you touch the second part, this part becomes not correct, incorrect. So both the parts. But here you have to understand. Write one more example, perhaps you get an idea. Seeing the snake jumped aside. Seeing the snake jumped aside. What jumped aside? Someone jumped aside. But if you write this way, it looks like snake jumped aside. So what is the correct one? Seeing the snake, he jumped aside. They have given in some exams, not easy to comprehend. This is a question of the day. A question like this, you don't get it, then it can be justified. Who has thought there is an error in the second part? Raise your hands. No one. Justified, not an easy one. Subject is missing. Please write. It is, what is the problem? Subject is missing. Based on the pronouns his, him, subject should be what? He should be the subject. And after that, the verb. Have you read the passage? What is this passage about? Sometimes we come across kids who are hyperactive. You guys know that expression? Hyperactive kids. And difficult to control. So, passage talks about the problem these hyperactive kids have and the possible remedies or solutions, and takes a particular person's example, then provides insights based on 2 or 3 scientists' works and questions based on these 3 dimensions. What is the first question here? According to the passage, what was the key factor that helped Sophie Didier improve her grades in both high school and college? Did she do medication? No. And this is, answer is the second option. What is the answer? Mentioned in the passage. And this is a sport, very popular in the US, lacrosse. It is, there's a bat and a ball and they have to teamwork, pass on from one person to another person in the same team. It is not demanding class schedule, it is not teacher support, it is not private tutoring. Answer is the second option. Have you chosen? What does the passage suggest about ADHD symptoms over time? Passage says they may reduce or they may increase this side or that side. They always worsen with age, no. They remain constant, no. They fluctuate, improving and worsening over time. Mentioned clearly in the passage. So answer is what? Third option. Which of the following factors were found to be associated with milder ADHD symptoms according to the study? A relaxed schedule with minimal responsibilities, high levels of stress and anxiety, having additional responsibilities and obligations, lack of extracurricular activities, lack of medication. Answer is what? Third option. This also mentioned in the passage. According to Dr. Sibley or Sibley, when do people with ADHD tend to perform best? When they have a calm, structured environment, when their symptoms are fully remitted, when they have no deadlines to meet, when they are in a non-demanding job, when they are under pressure with high stakes. Again mentioned in the passage. Answer is the fifth option. What limitation did Dr. Sibley's study have according to the passage? It did not examine the coping skills the participants developed over time. I think this is the answer. They did not focus on what sort of skills participants developed over time. Answer is the first option. Have you chosen the first option? What does Dr. Craig's sermon emphasize about how symptoms of ADHD might respond to staying busy? Staying busy will always improve symptoms. The effectiveness of staying busy depends on how well a person's strengths align with their responsibilities, mentioned in the passage. So what is the answer based on that? Second option is the answer. According to Douglas Tynan, how can high school students with ADHD benefit from sports activities? They benefit more when they are not busy with sports. They should avoid sports. No. They need to focus on non-sport activities. Being in season for a sport can help them stay busy and active, reducing their symptoms, right or wrong? Answer is the fourth option. They have to engage themselves, that is the basic idea. And what is this opposite? What is the word given? Stay. Stay means remain, hold on, and halt, suspend. So what is opposite? According to the passage, I think this is a bit difficult. According to the passage, what is often a challenge for people with ADHD, even if they are busy with other activities? The passage says they are busy, symptoms are reduced. But here, though they are busy with other activities, looks like something is challenging. What is it? Managing emotional responses, completing tedious tasks like household chores. Mentioned. Okay. So underline the word tedious. Tedious means what? Tiresome. Please write the meaning. One meaning tiresome, another meaning boring. Imagine you traveled a long distance by bus. Then someone asks you, how was your trip? Tedious. You say tedious. Means what? Boring and tiresome. Shall I go to the next question? Same meaning. What is the word? Diagnose means what? Do you have to go beyond that? Other words are simple. And you have got the fifth option many a time. What is it? Mitigate. All these are like, let us skip, let us go to the para jumble. I'm still thinking because I think from where to where? 16 to 20 or 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the 5 questions, each one how many options? So, how many words you have to learn? 25 words. You have to know all the words, only then you can, otherwise impossible. But there are 2 ways of dealing with this. One way of dealing with this set of questions, please listen very carefully. One way of dealing with this set of questions based completely on vocabulary, not the regular words, difficult words. Spend time on each and every word. Give the meaning, part of speech, all that. Then it takes a minimum, if I have to give the synonyms, antonyms, minimum 30 to 40 minutes. We can't afford to do that. Second option, just give the answer and move on. That doesn't serve the purpose. Yes or no? Key is also there. For that you don't need a master. Third option, I have been thinking, because this is the third paper, I guess. I have been coming for the last 1 month or 2 months. This SBI, how long has it been going on? More than a month? Okay. And I think this is the third paper where we have come across one set of questions where students have to know about 20 to 25 words. That means so far we have got about 75 words. How many words? 25 into 3, 75. I am thinking of presenting differently on some other day or a special day or one particular session exclusively for that. But something will be done. You have to wait with your fingers crossed. Have you guys got it? This session not possible separately, and because if you learn these words, halcyon means good times, and if I give the meaning halcyon times, good times, it stops there. But my intention is give the word, the part of speech, the meaning, examples, synonyms, antonyms. In fact, I brought also today for all 30 words, not 25, 30 words. But time is a major constraint. What is a major constraint for us? Time factor. So let us see what best can be done. But do remember, these words you have to learn. There is no choice as such. Next one. Today, easy or difficult? How many of you have worked on para jumble? Raise your hands. Oh, not bad, but easy or difficult? Is the mic on? Oh, I asked a closed question. Easy or difficult? Sir, add one more option. Moderate. Okay. Let us take elimination approach. Any sentence that has a demonstrative pronoun or demonstrative adjective, can it be the first one? Reject. And that is right. What is right? And also they pronoun, can it be the first one? No. Those, this is also a demonstrative adjective. Can it be the first one? No. But is a contrasting word. Can it be the first one? What are you left with? Shopping online doesn't always go as planned. First sentence is a statement and E is a statement. And writers, what they do, this is a particular model. What is this model? They make a statement, they try to substantiate. Substantiate means what? Support. I say something, I have to support my statement, otherwise will you believe? You won't believe. How do I support my statement? I have to give examples. How do we substantiate? Giving examples. So what is the first? Here you have a problem. E is not an issue. But there are two reasons to say that online shopping doesn't go as planned. One, that polyester robe might be too scratchy. Those sparky stilettos might be a size too small. Between the two, which you have to choose. First, singular or plural. That or those. First you consider that or you consider those. That. Am I right? Based on that, what is the second one? A. And what is the third one? Second reason, C. Have you guys got it? Two reasons to say online shopping doesn't go as planned. And the writer wants to introduce a contrasting idea. How does the writer introduce? The word but expresses what? Contrast. But sometimes, when you try to send the item back, you get a surprising message from the retailer. What is that surprising message? Here is your money, but the product, you can just keep it. You don't have to return the product. So it's like double benefit. What is the double benefit? You get your money back and you get a product free of cost. So what is the fourth one? D. Fifth one you may not understand because of one particular word. All of you underline the word stilettos. How many of you know this? Closed question, and how many of you know this? No means raise your hand. Okay. So usually girls, they should know. Pointed heels, what is the word? Write the meaning. Stilettos means pointed heels. They are so pointed you can stab a person also sometimes. That's a joke. Western culture, very popular this one. And you try here on our roads, what will happen? No, not advisable. Based on that, what is the last one here? What are you left with? B, that's right. They don't want those heels. So what is the word I have given? Stilettos means what? Pointed heels. Even they don't want the pointed heels. Based on that, B is the last one. Who has got this order? Raise your hands. Why again? What went wrong? Have you got E as the first one? Have you got A and C second and third? Which one you thought? C and A you thought. Oh. Have you got D, B, 4, 5? Or you thought B, D? Okay. No issues. I thought, in my opinion, you have to spend some time, think seriously, and understand the context. That is very important. Shall I go to the next set of questions? What are these about? Opposite in meaning, and these also, let us see, vestige. But write one expression. Vestigial organ. Does it sound familiar? But they want the opposite. A remnant means the same, residue the same, shadow not. Answer is information. That is ridiculous in my opinion. The answer should be glimmer. That also I doubt. We don't know what context they have chosen, but vestige means something that is not useful, no longer useful. So perhaps they have chosen information useful or not useful. That could be the reason, but not exactly the opposite. What is the next one? Glitter. They want same or opposite? Glitz, flash, sheen, glamour. What is the odd one here? Have you chosen the second option? This is rather easy. What are these about? Word swap. Keep it returns have been, including categories, cumbersome. What is the last one? Have been around a long time. Usually we say they have been around for quite some time, for a long time. That means you can touch the word around. But let us see. Including by a host of retailers, including Amazon and all these. So AD can be considered or not considered. Now check BC. Furniture and mattresses that are cumbersome to return. Imagine mattress. What is the Telugu word for mattress? Parupu. Easy to send back or difficult to send back? Sending back a mattress is not easy. Cumbersome. Cumbersome means write the word heavy. Cumbersome work, write the combination. Cumbersome work means heavy work, difficult to handle. Heavy and also write the word difficult. Complicated, difficult, heavy. We say cumbersome work. Have you copied? Here based on that we cannot say categories. We have to say that are cumbersome to return. Someone said the policy was applied to more what? Are you guys listening? More what? Categories. That means which two you can change? B, C also. Which option says that? Have you chosen the first option? Fine. Online retailers are most likely to offer keep it returns on low priced items where putting it back into the supply chain isn't worth it. Mr. Shamis said, among their considerations are shipping expenses, labor costs for processing returns, and the profit margin on the product. Anything wrong with any word? All words are in place. So what is the answer? Okay. What is this about? If you remember yesterday I gave this first one. What does it mean? You do something as a favor towards someone because he did something as a favor, you do something to that person. The arrangement between the two companies benefits both parties equally. Quid pro quo, each provides services in return for receiving equivalent value. Seems right or wrong? Have you chosen the first option? Oh, good. We got this yesterday. I included these also. I said I brought 30 words. I included these also, but I gave some of these yesterday. De facto I told or I did not tell? Here, in my opinion, parajumble easy. I don't know why you guys could not get it. For two reasons, parajumble easy. One reason, easy to get the order. Second, all the parts, short sentences or lengthy sentences. Very short. For the first time we got short sentences that were also easy to handle. What are the first 5 questions? 5. Passage how many? After that what you got? What? Fillers? 5. Very difficult. After that what? Word swap how many? 2. Then what is it? Parajumble. Okay, how many? 5. After that you got something else. Opposite. Okay, how many? Opposite. Okay, 2. Total how many? Somewhere. Connector 1. Yes. Am I right? Of these, error location in my opinion, except one dangling modifier, 4 are easy. How many? 4 damn easy in my opinion. And passage, shall I say 10 or 8? 8. Okay. And fillers impossible. Word swap easy or difficult? 2. After that what? Parajumble damn easy. In fact, I don't know why you guys missed it. And opposite easy or difficult? 1 easy, 1 difficult. 1. And connector, because you learned yesterday, easy, otherwise difficult, I will not consider. So what is the score here? 12 plus 3, 15. 15 plus 5. Has anyone got 20? 20 plus. Raise your hands. Okay, 1, 2. Give them a big hand. 15, 15 plus how many? Okay, give them a big hand. That's also good. 10, 10 plus. Oh, majority are there. 10, 10 plus. Good enough. See, basically what happens, morning I got the news. I was not aware of that. I was taken aback. It seems recent information, recently asked students, all CC students, not Hyderabad, not Amirpet students, cut off English, it seems single digit 4 for some exam. Reservation, it was this open category, 2.5. And many students, 1.5 it seems. What is it? 1.5 or 2.5? 500 students could not get 1 mark also it seems. How many students? 500 students, double it, could not, imagine the 2.5. 500 students could not get 2 marks also. Out of how many? Let us take 30, let us take mains 40, whatever the number. Is it acceptable? Then what are they doing? What is going on? You have to wonder. It's a shame actually. What is shame? Insult. One angle. Another angle, perhaps they are not serious. What do you say? Perhaps they come casually, go casually. I don't understand. Many of our students attend mocks or not. Many attend. And we provide the videos also, they watch. After all that, you should get 20 plus. Because other institutes don't conduct mocks regularly. Do you guys know that? This is a fact. I've told you guys many a time, this is the only institute in the entire country, about North Indian guys, bilingual, Hindi, English, I don't consider. But we do English and here and there perhaps Telugu, but systematically based on the exam, there is no other institute in the country. When it comes to mocks, no one can beat us. Imagine the sort of edition you got. You have been coming for the last 1 month. You have been enriched or not enriched. This sort of enrichment does not happen anywhere else in the country, I can give in writing. Especially when it comes to English. I can say with conviction, with immense confidence, though it may sound at the cost of I'm blowing my own trumpet. I don't mind. I don't doing that. Because I know for sure the standards of others and my standards, what sort of enrichment I get. With all this, students don't get, somewhere something is wrong. Attitude or seriousness or hard work, because everything is in place in this institute. Classes are regular, yes or no. Mock test systems are there, yes or no. Explanations every day, religiously. And what should stop you? Nothing should stop you, nothing can stop you. You should get 20 plus out of 30, in my opinion. Or at least 15 plus you should get. Tough paper, 10 plus, between 10 and 15, ideal. But because of so much of value addition, you should get 20 plus effortlessly. Almost all the papers, perhaps a few papers not possible. And mains you should get 25 plus out of 40. That's what we expect. Now you have to ponder. Ponder means what? Think deeply. Why is it not happening? He says, master says, you should get 20 plus. I'm not getting. Where is the problem? Find out and work on that. Because no other institute will provide mocks this way. That is a benefit you guys have. And that benefit you have to encash and raise your standards. How many of you spend time after the session on this value addition or whatever you get on a particular day? How many of you spend time and try to consolidate? Raise your hands. Not too many, but 50%, that's okay. It's always like that. I feel you're lagging behind. From my point of view, I don't consider when I teach, I don't teach from casually. I don't like putting up a show. Do you understand what I say? When I do properly. Otherwise, I tell I don't want to do. Simple. And when so much is done, you have to. Because in this institute, we had students who could, their journey from 3 marks initially to how many marks? Not 1 or 2, so many, single digit. When I came to this institute, initially they never dreamt they would get a double digit. For the first time when I told them how to read the passage and how to get minimum 7 or minimum 5 out of 10 that time, for the first time they would get 7 or 8 plus 5 from the passage. Then what is the score? 7 plus 5, 12. They were extremely happy. Oh, I got double digit in English. And eventually what happened, they got 25 plus in the actual exam. And there were jokes in the hostels, it seems. Are these our marks or someone else's marks? And at one point, last month also, one student, he got more in English, not in quant, not in reasoning. More in English, then reasoning, then quant. Does it happen outside? Rarest of rare. Usually it is other way. Quant first, reasoning or quant, and third position goes to what? English. But here, it is not. See, basically what happens, 1 month is over. First day means I don't expect anything from you. That is not being practical or pragmatic. But after 1 month, after so much of value addition, there should be improvement or there should not be any improvement. But tell me, is there any improvement? Initially, what was the score and now what is the score? Now some students, many of you, between 10 and 15. Initially, what was the score? Between 5 and 10 or same between 10 and 15? You have to respond. Between 5 and 10, that means some improvement is there. Improvement is there, but not substantial. Improvement definitely it is there. So you should work, put in more effort, and you have to make sure 20 plus, that is the ideal thing for these papers. And always try to raise your standards. You should not, you may think there are 2 types of thinking. One thinking, okay, I got 15, good score, why to worry? That is one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it, why only 15? I should have got 20 plus. What went wrong? Next time I should get 20 plus. When you constantly think that way, your standards improve or don't improve. All of you remember, this is a game. The name of the game is, improvisation is the name of the game. What is the game? Improvisation is the name of the game. Even IAS officers believe in this philosophy. They always believe in improving. Improvisation is the name of the game. Every day you have to improve. And to what extent? Out of 30, you should be in the range of 18 and 21. That means what is the percentage? You have to respond immediately. Out of 30, 18 means what is the percentage? 60 or not? 21, what is the percentage? And same way you change it to 40, your goal should be, you have to be in the range of whatever the score, 30 or 40, the percentage should be between 60 and 70. You don't have to get more, but if you get more, it is always better. Try for this first. From between 10 and 15, try to reach 18, 21. Then you can think of 25 plus. 3 stages, do remember. You have crossed the first stage. What is the first stage? Single digit. Many students get initially nothing to worry. From single digit, you have come to double digit. And where are you right now? Between 10 and 15. Now your goal should be go to 18 and 21. After that, slowly 21 plus, 25 plus. That will decide your selection. Answer my question, what are the 2 important things for the final selection? 2 things are very important. What are those 2 things? One is English, what is the other one? Current affairs. How many of you are good at current affairs? Raise your hands. And shall I tell you the cutoff last 2 years and before that also? What was the cutoff? How many marks? It's a shame or not a shame? Disgusting. What is the word you can use? Disgusting. I don't understand. How can it be 1 mark out of 40 after being taught by the best faculty? No, that is serious. We have 2 faculty members. Now we have a young faculty. What's his name? Funny sir. He is gem of a person. He is a very good faculty. And Swami sir, he was a hero at one time in the city. Current affairs means Swami sir. He would give 20 questions, important questions, between 20 and 25. Minimum 20 would come in the exam. And he was not, that time he was pretty young and he was with some other institute. People would throng him, it seems. That means like a hero. So much admiration. And he would tell they would come. Last time also the cutoff was 1. And whatever he taught in this institute, from that stuff, 11 questions came. Had our students attended his sessions, they could have answered at least 5 out of 11, yes or no. But what our guys do, they occupy the library, they go to the library or the stairs, they turn the pages of Adda 24/7, affairs cloud, and very fast. How the hell can you remember current affairs in 1 week? Is it possible? Current affairs, do remember from day 1 you have to spend time. And any bank exam, SSC, you need minimum 6 months. If you are average, and if you are not average, a little below average, ideal time is 9 months to 12 months. And last time what happened, current affairs, many faculty members said they will go back 6 months. Yes or no? But how many months they went back? 8 months. Then what will happen to you? 1 year effort goes down the drain. Yes or no? You can't do anything. No one expected they would ask questions from Feb and March. They touched Feb and March. And many students could not handle. You should be prepared. I always tell students, when it comes to competitive exams, don't leave any stone unturned. Have you heard of this? Don't leave any stone unturned. You have to use every resource. You have so many resources today. And you have to think 1 step above. Someone says 6 months enough. You should be smart enough. Okay, 6 months, if they touch 6 months, fine. If they go 2 or 3 months back, what will happen? My 1 year effort will go down. So is it not wise on your part to go back 2 months, wise or not wise. You should think that way. Be smart. And there is a saying in English, have you heard of this person? After this I will stop. Today actually I didn't feel like coming because of the morning batch impact. Shiv Khera, have you heard? Say yes sir, no sir. This guy is once he was a #1 management guru. And if you go to the private sector, they conduct workshops regularly. Workshops related to soft skills like leadership qualities, time management, stress management, success strategies, all these. And this person, he has written a book also. Once you get the job, you try to read. At this stage, not advisable. What is the name of that book? You Can Win, the bestseller. And his basic, in this book, the basic line is, winners don't do different things. Winners do things differently. Have you heard of that? It doesn't mean you have to walk upside down. Okay? You have to think differently out of the box. And someone says 6 months. You have to think, why only 6 months? What will I lose if I extend 2 months? Will you lose something? Knowledge is power. If you learn more, anything going to happen to you? Positive or negative impact on your personality. You become a better person, so you don't have to hesitate. Master said only 200 rules, but we have 400 rules. They gave from the remaining 200. What will you do? 2 options. Option 1, 1 more year. Option 2, curse the master. He said only 200, but they touched other rules. So next time we should not depend on the master. Why next time? This time itself don't depend on the master. Do you understand my English? Think a little smartly. Your preparation should be smart. Today we are not, hard work is a prerequisite. Prerequisite means what? You should have, everyone should be hard, one has to be diligent, one has to be intelligent. But being smart is important. Shall I give the example of one girl from this institute? Yes or no? That girl got SBI PO. She got interview highest marks. Highest at the national level. Very good communicator. And she did not attend the regular classes, interview classes. She came to me and said, sir, give me tips, I will follow. I said, you are very good at communication skills. What tips shall I give? And only thing I said, a few things here and there, hardly 10-15 minutes, not more than that. And I told her, you will get the highest. That is my gut feeling. Same way she got the highest. And this girl, she would not attend the regular classes. First day she attended my session. She herself said, I liked, but after that I did not attend your sessions. Why? She was teaching grammar, she knew all those topics, so nothing new, why to waste time? And she would not miss one session of mine also, special classes, target means all those, and explanations. She would not miss one session also. That is being smart. You know something, don't attend. You don't know, you attend. Important, you attend. Important, you do. And this girl, first attempt, she got as 4 jobs. How many jobs? 4 jobs. And she opted, today she is settled SBI PO. Gem of a person. Because smart. While preparing, you have to be smart. Our students, what they do, Saturday there was a paper. Easy paper. Monday the paper got repeated. What are you supposed to do? Come or stay back. Same passion, same commitment. They come on Monday also. I would ask them, you got this paper Saturday, damn easy paper, why have you come? No answer. 60 minutes, valuable, not valuable. They should go to the library and learn something new. That is being smart. Coming and sitting, same old paper, Saturday, Monday. Imagine after 1 week to some extent justified. But Saturday, Monday, how many days? And they come. 500 students, same 500 come on Monday also. Please remember, when you prepare well. And don't do it casually. Casual approach will not fetch you anything. Your precious time will go waste. And this is the golden period of your life. What is it? What is this period? Tell me. You have to answer. You come under youth or not? Youth, this is a golden period. And you have sacrificed your youth. Usually youngsters, what do? Your age group, they freak out. That were nice weather like this, what do? They listen to me or they go to a theater and watch and see a nice movie. So why have you come here? Because there's a saying in English. What is it? When you want something, you have to lose something. Fair enough? You are ready to sacrifice your youth 1 or 2 years. How many years you get the job? How many years you can enjoy? 30 to 40 years. And you elevate your status, your family status. Next generation also you can provide a better life. Yes or no? And good enough. But when you do that, if you don't do properly, God forbid it should not happen. Neither you can enjoy your youth nor you can get the job. Is it advisable? That's why I tell youngsters, if you prepare seriously. Otherwise, don't prepare. Do something else, enjoy. No one will stop you. But once you are here, you have to be damn serious. Very simple. Thank you, sir. I would like to stop you guys. I don't know how you have taken. Suddenly I went off the track I started talking about. I will try to do something about the vocab part because some important words are there. Do something, and if you guys never interact also, you don't give the feedback, you don't interact, except 1 or 2 students. You should go and talk to the master. Sir, this is my problem. This is our problem. How do you want me to go about? In the past, before COVID, students would always interact with us. Every subject. You should have a rapport with the master. Now the situation has come to, do you know that master? Do you know the name of the master who teaches the current affairs? Students look at us. So they don't even know the master's name. That is very unfortunate. Yes or no? So try to take, because this is the time you can depend on the masters. Once this is over, you may get doubts. Will someone be there to answer your doubts? You will be on your own. That is not advisable. Thank you very much.